Hello, 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 everybody. For those that are new, I am Natalie, and I'm here to do the elemental readings for the air signs, and that's Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I'm a Libra rising. Hey, maybe it'll hit home for me too, right? How are you, Kelly? Loyal to a fault, and how are you, Rika? Nice to see you. Nice to see you guys and anybody else new that's coming in. That was a beautiful smudge that we got up here this morning. That's for sure. So just bear with me. I'm just going to find my feet. You guys are the very first reading for May. Sorry I'm late. I tried yesterday and there was no way. I couldn't do it. Or the days before that, I even wanted to get them out early and it wasn't going to. And then today I said, it'll be what it is. When I went to bed last night, it'll be what it is. I can either do them or I can't. I got up. I said, I feel okay. All right. I don't feel too bad. I'm not staggering, not dizzy. We'll go moment by moment. My intentions right now are to do the monthly readings for May, but in the elemental form rather than the individual sign. That's a bit much. 12 videos takes me 2 days straight out. Physically, I am not up to that at all. Not up to that at all. Thank you very much, Rika. That's really nice. Yes, put your damn thumbs up already. Come on already. You don't want your reader feeling ignored or judged or anything like that in a bad way. So be nice to me. You might have a nice reading. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Bean? Yeah. We got a beautiful day here in Chance Harbor. I went out and took some footage in the yard this morning. I did a little live for the group, and I couldn't see. Everything I was pointing to and talking about, you couldn't see. All you seen was something else entirely different. As I watched it when I came in later, I was like, oh my God, what a disaster. But anyways, I just put time in until I was waiting for my eldest son to arrive from, he was doing picking up a few grocery items for me today. And he's got to go all the way from Sussex, New Brunswick, and go all the way down to St. John. It's a long drive. And then he's got to do all that. And then he drives out here to me. That's another long drive. Stays about a half an hour. And then he goes home. So he's been here. He's been gone. The few things I got to put away. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And for the last hour, I told Bear an hour ahead of time that he was coming. And he cried the whole time watching the driveway, crying and crying and crying, kind of thing. So, I sure can. Yes, I can, Rika. I made one a couple years ago, but that's so buried so far back. I will certainly, maybe today I'll do it, Hi, Anna Lavender. Thank you. We can't have enough love sent to us in the most sincere way. We can't have enough. There's never enough. That's one thing that we can OD on is love, right? Real good son. Yes, very much so. And oh my God, I remembered this time he was here. See, I almost wish this was on the cell, but it's not. I've got a heavy duty patio set. And at the beginning of winter, the pole's taken out of the center for the umbrella, and the umbrella comes down. It all goes down under the house in the basement, and it's heavy and awkward. And I said, before you leave, do you think you could retrieve my pole and my umbrella? That way, I said, I'll clean the area up and I'll get to do some readings outside if I've got my pole and my umbrella up. He went right down and got it, brought it up. I said, just lean it up against the inside of the deck. You don't have to worry. And I come out and he had the pole all set up. He had the umbrella all down, screwed in and cranked open. And I can see it's summer now. That's the official start. I know we're still spring, but hey, I'm going to take what I can get in any way, shape, or form. And he did well. He said, you had $6 left. I said, really? The last time he went for me, I had $30 and he just transferred me back the money. I don't spend a lot of money. I don't go out much. I took that 30 this morning and I sent that to him. And then I went to the other one and I sent him the bulk of the money. I said, there, you've got every cent that I had. I've got $3 left in one account and nothing left in the other. You've got all my money, so do what you can do. Send him the list. And he said, you had $6.26 left this time, something like that. He said, so I bought you one of your favorite muffins, and I picked you up a Timmy's. So there's a Timmy's coffee. That's what we mean when we say Timmy's in Canada. This is what we're referring to as Tim Hortons. It's a major coffee chain and has been for the last 30, 40 years, maybe, something like that. They've even moved into the States. They're down in the States now, which was a blow. What really shocked me about Timmy's was a friend of mine, Ian Hagisman, and he lives in Glasgow, Scotland. He lives in a suburb area. And he said to me, he said, does Tim Hortons make breakfast? And I went, yeah. Why? He goes, what do they make? And I tell him, I go, why? He says, you'll never guess. He said, we've got Timmy's over here now. I'm like, what? He used to tease me about Timmy's all the time because we'd have Timmy's conversations on Facebook, and people would be going, what's Timmy's? Who's Timmy? Where's Timmy? And people didn't get it. Now he gets it now, but it's even in Glasgow, Scotland. Blows me away that they've got an iconic Canadian name right in Scotland. It's beautiful. It's really, really great. Really great. So I'm enjoying my coffee. I'm having a smoke here for a minute first. So you hanger-ons, you don't want to hang on. I don't give a shit. Go ahead and leave. But when I'm feeling good in the moment, we're all going to feel damn good in the moment. All right? But we're going to start with Aquarius, as the title mentioned. Aquarius and Libra and Gemini. Just based on having Gemini included in the reading kind of brings the numbers down a bit. There's not my experience online with astrology and tarot, and I'm not an astrologist, by the way. Gemini always brings in the lower. When I do the individual signs, Gemini's always got the lowest numbers. Always, 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 always. So, good, Reka. Here's one for you. There we go. Oh, I don't try to be funny, but I know I'm what you call an expressive person, and I spent the first 15, 16 maybe years of my life being very flat tone, monotone, no expression, nothing in my voice but flat all the time, very quiet, very, very dry, very the whole bit. Because of the way I was raised, you're to be seen and never heard. I wasn't allowed to show it or have inflection in my voice. And I hated my voice. Hated it. Then I got a little older and I realized it's not me. I'm being made to be this way. I'm going to start doing what comes natural to me. I'm just going to whatever. And some of my school friends were like, what the hell's wrong with you? Nothing's wrong with me. Why? But they noticed this massive change. And some of them didn't freaking like it. They didn't like it. They'd cut me off, interrupt me, try to put me down, kind of a thing. Well, I had another crew. I said, I don't care what you think. Take a walk, take a hike. That's how I got. Very, very straightforward. I felt like I had some real time of the real me to make up for. So I was always respectful. I've always had compassion for other people and their feelings, especially in a public way. I wouldn't belittle anybody, but if we're one-on-one and we're having a disagreement, I'll say what the frig ever. I'm trying not to swear. Whatever comes. And it's always the truth and it's always direct. I don't beat around the bush. There it is. I expect you to do the same. We'll save some time here. Be straight with me. Be honest with me. But in public, I would never single anybody out or put them on the spot, kind of a thing, unless they ask for it. Jane, there you are. Where have you been, woman? Jane, nickel. Why are you using nickel? Yeah, it is. Jane's my witness. Jane and I go back to when our kids were just little in grade school. That's how long we've known each other. And that was back in the early 90s. So, and here we are, 2021, and we're still friends. But she lives down in the Florida area right now. She doesn't live where I live anymore. So, just cause you'll have to explain it to me next phone call. You went buck wild after I left for, sorry, having a hard time seeing just yet. Kelly Loyal to a Fault is saying I went buck wild after I left for high school, I think, every morning, because my father always said children are to be seen and not heard. Well, I wasn't allowed to show any inflection. And then my mother cursed me for it. What's wrong with you? Why do you talk like you're a robot? With not, you know, and I'm like, she doesn't see what she's done to me. This isn't my doing, not at my age. I mean, I was just a kid. Well, what I know about voice inflection and tone and all this other stuff as a kid, you know, so bring out the Geritol. Yeah. Jane and I've known each other, but she could tell you all about me, what I'm like. And like she just said, I'm loyal, or I'm open and honest, almost to a fault. Some things I hold back on because I'm being told, shut your mouth, bite your tongue. You know, and it's usually the right advice. I won't give anyone false advice. I get quiet if my thoughts are opposite of what the person in question, what they're saying to me, and my opinions are opposite, strongly so, I don't say anything. I try to get away without saying anything, and I'll say, well, someone that knows me really well would say, if you have to choke on it, tell me what you're thinking. And sometimes it feels that way. It kind of gets caught. Oh boy, this isn't going to be good. You know, so, oh, our moms, I mean, oh, regular Virgin Marys, the both of them, let me tell, hard women, hard, way too hard. After you become a parent, you realize what your parents did for you and did to you, good and the bad and the ugly. And you don't realize that till you become a parent yourself. I said I was dirt poor. Jane will tell you I was very poor. You'd be shocked at what I raised 3 children on. When they got a little bit older, I tried keeping part-time job up at our little convenience store up in the corner, and I did housework for people. When I say housework, I'm talking the heavy-duty stuff, doing the walls and the ceilings. I did whatever I could to make $5 or $10 or $15 for the day. And then, you know, try to get a meal in for that. That's what it was like. And I used to say it, and Jane's probably heard me say it a lot in the moment with the kids not there, but at that time, my kids might be poor and I might be dirt poor, and we're living in grinding goddamn poverty, you know. One thing my children will never lack in that some of the richest kids from the richest homes around here lack greatly. And my kids will know they're loved. I will forever kiss, hug, and tell my children I love them. I won't baby them. And I was not a helicopter parent, but I was a true parent. I looked out for my kids. I looked ahead for my kids. You know what I mean? If they were involved in something, I'd look ahead to see what lay in front of them. I would do that. And my oldest boy was my handful. Jane will tell you that. Terry was a handful. He was my reality. And he was my handful. But even he, if I said, I don't think you should go anywhere today, you shouldn't leave the house, not this afternoon, not tonight, whatever. Why? Because I smell trouble. And after a while, he wouldn't even ask me. He wouldn't argue with me. He would go find something to his room. Phone rang for him. No, not tonight. I'm not feeling up to it. Bye. Click. And he'd stay home. And in the beginning, it was, how do you know? How do you do that? I go, it's just a mother's instinct. I'm telling you, no. Wouldn't be a real good idea for you to do anything tonight. Stay home where you're safe and you're not part of whatever's going to go down. You're innocent. You've been home all night. So that kind of a thing, you know. It's the way it was, right? Yeah. Not even a super mom. I wouldn't say that, but crossing guard made you famous. Oh. Really? Oh my God. Yeah, my house was a kid's house. I had a commissionaire and a commissionaire, Corps of Commissionaire, come in the full suit, the whole bit, and bang on my door because I lived one house off the corner. There was a corner house, beautiful house, and I lived in the little house right beside it. And there was there was a corner, two-way corner. Cars either went straight or they came up, they turned onto my street. We had kids that caught a school bus. Here's my house. Here's the school bus right there, 20 feet, and I'm there. And he bugged me for 2 years in a row. Would you please take up the crossing guard duty? We'll pay you for a full day. And in actuality, you might work a half an hour in the day. They're bus students, so you don't have to stand here and cross them, kind of a thing. You cross them once to get on, and you cross them once to get off. That's it. They all go together. So after the second year, at the end of the second year, I went, okay. So the following school year, there I was, and it was like that. I walked 20 feet across, stand there. The kids would all gather one by one. They all knew me after a while. They all got comfortable with me. A gang of kids there, and I'd be standing there with them. Sometimes some of the mums would hang, and we'd see the bus coming, and I'd wait for the bus to stop because it was a Corps commissionaire. He's the one that taught me the proper training. You don't step one foot off this sidewalk until that bus is stopped, and then hold your sign up to warn the traffic coming either way, and it's a busy road, to warn them. And it worked. They would slow down before they hit the bus area. When I'd look this way, I'd look that way, everybody is stopped. I'd look at the kids, I'd say 1 minute, and I'd walk out to the middle of the road. I'd check one more time, then I'd turn around, face the kids, I'd go, come, and no running, come. And they'd all come, and they'd all be squealing and giggling and carrying on. They'd get on the bus. I'd look again. I'd hold my sign as higher this time as I'm leaving the middle of the road. As soon as I get up on the sidewalk, sign goes down, and I'm done. I'm back in the house having tea or coffee, usually Timmy's with Jane. So yeah, it was a good job, and I did it for I think it was 4 years. The third year, the city gave me a pin, a brass pin. And I don't know where that's at now, but it was for a job well done, blah blah blah. Got a letter of thank you and all that, and it was all good. But it was perfect for me. I got $125 a week, and this is back in 1991, in about there. Just for crossing the street and holding the sign up for a few minutes. You know, the kids knew when I would be out there, what time Natalie would be on the corner. And a lot of the parents knew, and they wouldn't bring their kids up until they knew the time was there that I was on the corner. They were not, because a lot of parents, moms and dads, they both work. They drive up, pull up to the curb, get their kids out of the car and say, thanks, Nat, have a good one. And away they go. And the kids are, well, never gave them another thought because I took care of the kids. So, it was good though. It was the easiest money I ever made in my life. Out my door for 5 minutes and back in the house. And I had no travel. 20 feet. I was there. You know what I mean? So it was wonderful. Anyways, I've been yakking here for 20 minutes. Let's get in. Somebody note the timestamp for 20 minutes in for starting the reading. Here we go. I could talk about those old days. And after school was just a nut job because I was also a neighborhood babysitter. It kind of just evolved that way. So every day after school for 1 to 2 hours, I had 8 children in my house. 8 every day, 5 days a week. Hi, Eve. You're very welcome, Eve. I'm just beginning Aquarius and Gemini and Libra now. This is for the air signs. These are the first set that I've done. And I'm sorry they're not the individuals, but I don't dare press my luck. I'll be lucky and fortunate and very grateful to get through 4 of the element readings. So this is better than no reading at all. And this is for air, Libra, Aquarius, Libra, and for Gemini. This is where we're beginning. This is for the month of May. This is general reading for all that are viewing this reading or crotch watching. I still say it that way. It comes out that way. Crotch watchers. Of course, I know it's cross watchers. I know that, but it comes out crotch watchers every time I say it. So what the hell? I give in and I give up. This is for those 3 signs for a beautiful month of May. We are officially in the month of May 2021. I'm going to cut here in a moment. Rack, I know. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to cut right here. I'm even going to confirm with, where'd he go? Where did that go? Where did I put that? Oh, it's underneath the box. Okay. Where are you? Come here, Charles. I'm going to confirm with Charles that I shuffled the deck correctly. You guys can watch. There we go. Okay, here we are. Okay. Charles, are the top 5 cards as this deck stands the cards that are meant for this elemental reading of air for the signs Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini? Are these the cards that are meant for their reading, a general reading for the month of May? Excuse me. I'd like you to be a little more awake, Charles. This isn't for any specific person. This is an open general reading to the public. For Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini are the top 5 cards, the cards and men for this reading for the month of May 2021. Bit of a bigger swing. Good. Okay, thank you. That's good. At least you reacted. That's all I look for is reaction. Let's see here. Let's see. Mary Jane! You're riding with hubby. You forgot your earbuds. Hi, hubby. Hi, Mary Jane's hubby. We'll say hi. Me? Who you talking to? Who you talking to? How you doing? Anyways, I've got out my the Wild Unknown. I'm going to pull another Catalyst card from this deck. I smudged them, so they're good. This is for this general free public reading for the element of air, which covers the sign of Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini. And we're doing this for the month of May 2021. We are May 1st today. I'm so excited. And I'm going to cut. And you give me not just an extra card, just because. And what have we got? Oh, I think I've had this one before. It's not new, but it is new. The book isn't broken in. The cards aren't broken in. I rarely use my other decks once in a while. But what we got was the 6 of Cups. And I'm going to pull a book and I'm going to read what 6 of Cups is all about. Let's see here. The 6 of Cups. We got Pentacles. There we go. Okay, now you give me the 6. I like this book, and I like these cards. They're so simple and straightforward. Oh, my God. Like instead of 2 or 3 pages on each card, written on each card, and what they're about, what this is about, blah, 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 blah. Not in this book. They're all like this. They condense everything into one convenient, tiny little paragraph. Okay, so this is affecting the whole month of May for you guys. This is a card of beautiful implications. The 6 of Cups focuses on the magic and the innocence of childhood. The roots of years past are alight with color and with vibrancy. Look back upon them. Get lost in your memories. Only the good ones, though. Promise yourself that. Old friends may surface and seek you out. That would be kind of nice. All reunions are going to be joyful for those of you that this applies to. Enjoy simple pleasure and wonder in all areas of your life. How beautiful is that? That's beautiful. This is gorgeous. I just heard a lot of expectations coming for this month. Surprises, things you don't see coming, but in the good way. not in a negative way, not like you're under attack way, but you're under attack, but in a good way. Warm feelings washing all over you, feeling the warm fuzzies a lot with your friends, with the people in your life. Okay. So, now we're going to get into, bear with me. We're going to get into this now. Overall energy for the month. Here, I'll bring this down so you guys can see. I'm going to push it back a little bit. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, very first card. Nice one. Queen of Cups, sensitivity. She's your overall energy for the month. All right. Your emotions are going to be sensitive this month because of this card. Okay, because that's what it's more or less about. Really in touch, tender moments, this kind of a thing. The second is your wealth and your finances, and wealth includes things other than money. Wealth in your health, wealth in friends, wealth in love, you know. Six of Wands, look, the success card of tarot. Oh my God. That is wonderful for you guys. Third card is your hearth home, your hearth and home, your relationships right across the board, your intimates, that kind of thing. Ooh, we got Page of Wands and gossip. We won't spend too much time on him. I do that now. It's not that I'm not facing reality, but I want to bring so much positivity into your readings that I acknowledge the negative or the shadowed cards, but I don't spend a whole lot of time on them. The next card we have here, if you're to have any tumbles during the month, any challenges, justice, balance. The last card, card number 5, last but never least. Matter of fact, it overrides the whole reading. And that's your message from Spirit. The Queen of Swords, resilience. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there's your spread. There it be, there it lay, there it is. I like this one. I like this one. We'll shade him out. This one's good. It's about self-challenges, okay? Getting in your own way and trying to clear the way in front of you. And the Queen of Swords, well, it'll get much straighter or stronger than her. So we'll bring this back up again a little bit. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. Oh, yeah, positive vibes only, but it's not a denial thing at all. I'll acknowledge it, but I'm not going to waste time and energy on it. So, you know, yeah. Thanks, Lucy. It's nice to see you, too. It really is. You guys, I know a couple of you were smoking. I'm going to light up another smoke as I'm yakking away here. Let me see. Oh, man, I feel really good now that I'm here. I only really, really feel happy and adjusted. I feel good when I'm here. You know, if I'd waited an hour after my son left, if I just I would have been too tired. I'm too tired now. So if I'm tired and not feeling well, I can't do readings. If I'm moody, is the best freaking place for me is right here. It clears everything up. It just does. It may not cure my problems. What it cures is how I react to whatever's going on around me. That's what it cures. Only for the better. Queen of Cups. She's a beautiful card. Just the fact that she is your overall energy for the month it's fantastic. It really is. I'm feeling there's quite a bit of emotions, a sea of emotions doing this within a lot of you. I am getting that big time. So the month won't be boring for you by any means. Let's start with the Queen here. Take what you will from her, okay? The Queen is the Queen of Hearts. This Queen is the Queen of Hearts. She's very sensitive. In that she's a Queen of Cups, but it's all about emotions, heart. She is a sensitive and compassionate woman who is gentle toward her friends and openly loving toward her family and her partner, should she have one. She offers loyalty. This is the energy of her. She offers inspiration and creativity. So any projects that any of you have on the go are going to thrive big time in the best of ways. if you're resonating or the card's resonating with you, this Queen is showing you that now is the time to focus on your relationships, be it with children, sharing with friends, having a mate. Focus on your relationships. If you're single, she's predicting that you're emotionally ready for new love, whether you like it or not, whether you want to hear it or not. Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Chris. And the advice, this is the first card, guys. Ladies, this is the first card. The advice, you're to tune into your nurturing side, because that's what she's all about. And sensitivity kind of it encompasses that as well. But tune into your nurturing side. But when it comes to making decisions, you're emotional. You're emotional. Normally, say, if it was just me doing the reading and not counting on the message of the, I'd never, under any circumstance, tell anybody to use their emotional side to make the best decisions forward. I wouldn't do that. But she is the queen of sensitivity. She's all about feelings and emotions. And if she says, let your emotional intelligence be your best guide, that's what she says. Something I would never say that. I would say, no, you stay logical, you stay real. But you can use your logic to a degree, of course. But for some reason, it's going to be an emotional month where emotions are sensitive and they ride a little high, they run a little deep, this kind of a thing. Okay? So if you're dealing with an emotional issue, you let it be your guide as well, I guess is what we're saying. So there we go. Your new connection is the Canadian Aquarian. Oh, the he. I assume. His gender, that gender would be a he, I'm sure you're talking about. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, here we go. I'm reading. That's why I'm yawning. It's only because I'm reading. And I don't mean literal reading word for word on something that's making me yawn. I am in the readings. And we get these funny quirks for those that aren't familiar, but we get these quirks. Sometimes I'll sneeze. My nose and my skin basically will itch around my facial area. Sometimes it's just my lips, and I have scratched so much that I've brought blood to the surface. That's how much. And lately, what's more gentle but annoying is the yawning. I'll start yawning, and that's what I'm starting to do now. You've been swept off your feet. Oh my goodness, Yvonne. Wow. You're a Libra moon, Kelly. Capricorn sun, Virgo rising. I'm a Virgo moon and a Libra rising and a Cancer sun. So, wow, isn't that something? Okay, well, everything with you guys this month, I mean, I'm telling you, this is all on feelings. Your feelings are going to be the star of your show. The next card, did I read? Did I? I don't know if I read the keywords, love and nurturing. Remember, this covers the month. Sympathy, protection, care, and emotion. So, there's that. Okay, the next card's a nice one. Falling into your wealth and your finances is a 6 of Wands. And of all places for this card to fall and what it carries with it, success. Success. So, yes. Oh, Eve, I can't stress to you the fatigue. And drain's the right word, but I would even look for something stronger. That it's an incapacitated draining, where when you're done, you're lucky if you've got the energy to cook something to eat or have something to make a tea, the energy to make that tea and sit down in front of your TV and pick up the remote and turn it on. That's a great feat if you accomplish that. I am not. When my husband was alive, he used to say, I see you get really tired at times. I've seen you exhausted a lot. But when you're done your readings, he said, you zigzag when you walk. Like I'm intoxicated, but it's fatigue. It transfers physically. While you're reading, you're fine. But when the reading's over, it's almost like Spirit says, okay, snap, that's enough of that. You're done now. And you get cut off and you're boom, crashing back to earth, basically, in one big crash. And you're feeling every bit of it. But my husband, if he was here, would stand behind me right now and tell you, she's telling you the truth. And I'd be burnt toast, just burned right out. So, yeah, it happens. Yeah. That's very true, Jane. You're right about that. You just reminded me. Yeah. It is. It's something else, let me tell you. Okay, where are we? We're in Wands. We're way at the back of the book. 6 of Wands. Wands are interesting, I find, because they cover so many different areas. They really do. They're about aggression, desire, going after what you want, taking a risk, taking a chance, this sort of a thing, being a little more daring, a little more assertive, making plans, a lot. And traveling is like the one common thing between all the cards. There's always travel that's indicated. And with this 6 of Wands, where are we? This is it. The 6 is bringing you brilliant success as a result of hard work and resilience. Others are going to appreciate your shining light. You may receive special acknowledgement for some of you for something you've done. It could be work related. It could be attending some kind of ceremony in relation to it. You may be also be receiving a financial reward to help you celebrate. If not that, something else. But somebody's donating a little bit of money, saying, here, happy times, happy go ahead. Enjoy yourself. Another meaning of the card is an offer of love. It's probably from somebody new, a new romance too. The follow through, a proposal of marriage in the bigger picture. It could come to that. The advice, this is your time to shine. Don't hold back. You be you. Up front and center, be you all the way through. Especially if you're a more mature female or male and you've been around the block a few times. You're not going to pretend to be things so that they will like you. You have to be you. And they have to fall insanely in love with you for who you really are. Not who they hope that you'll be, but for who you really are. And that will constitute a very long and healthy relationship. They accept you as you are. We never stay the same. We're not like a book that's been written and you can read it 6 times a week and it's still the same book, the same words, the same pages, the same messages. We change because we grow. When we don't change, we start to become stagnant. That's not healthy. So, and to leave somebody else with the unknown and unexpected. Oh, what is she going to say? What is she going to come out with next? Oh, Lord, help me. I can't breathe. I'm holding my breath. What is she going to do? Or what is he going to do? That's the exciting part of the relationship. You never, ever know. You know what I said, right? So, it's beautiful. The advice, this month is going to be your time to shine. Don't hold back because you deserve all this that's coming towards you. You deserve it. It's up to you if you take it or not. But hey, keywords are victory, education, could just mean learning experiences as well. Awards, love proposals, promotions, strength, and ceremony. How beauty is that? Yeah, okay, Eve, that's funny. Now this is the one card that I'm not going to put a lot of energy into this. I won't waste energy in this. Hi, Lucy J. So here's the shitty card, I guess we'll call. If anything, you learn from him. Without he's not even aware that he's teaching anything. People will pay attention to learn what not to do, who to stay away from. He shows you all the things that you don't want to see, you don't want to be, you don't want happening. That's what he does. So in that way, you can say he's okay. But overall, he's a very self-serving individual. And he likes to charm the pants off of people. Believe it or not, he does. Loves to charm the pants off of people. He loves, like, these are his character traits. So if you got someone in your life like this, they're the one to watch. Like I said, he's underhanded and self-serving. Sometimes he doesn't care who sees that or knows that. But if he's in a position of not wanting somebody to see his true colors, then he can put on quite the act. The other giveaway on this character is he loves being in the spotlight. He loves being the center of attention. That's fine for a lot of people. Take the floor, sweetheart. Let the spotlight shine on you. You know, maybe you need to be fed and that's okay, but not with someone like him. And he thrives for that spotlight, to be the one. But look at him, sword out, ready to shove that right at somebody is what he's up to here. Anyway, here's the generic side. Because he's a page, he represents youth, and that can be anywhere from like 18 up to 32, somewhere's in about there. And if they're not physically that age, if they're older, then there's someone young at heart, which can mean a lot of things, young at heart. But he's got a secret agenda, and you're part of it. The secret agenda he may create may take the form of gossip about you or slander against you. He tries to put doubt in people's minds about you. Although this page often appears very witty and very charming, they thrive on attention and are self-interested and underhanded. The card can also show maybe for one or two of you, a legal matter could be underway. There could also be a complaint at work or the need to sign a contract or other documents. These things cover many areas. I can't even begin to start. It just depends on what it means to you, if anything at all. But the advice, be precise in all your verbal and your written communication, no matter what it is. That way, you won't be misunderstood or taken the wrong way or read the wrong way or heard the wrong way. Be friggin' as clear. If you're dealing with somebody, ask them if you can do so in a respectful way. Repeat what I just said to you. Please repeat what I just said to you. Okay? Then they can't talk their way out of it down the road, which the page would try to do. Your keywords are complaints, bitchiness, backchat, cutting words, politicking, legal issues, and paperwork. And these are going to be things that hit you in a very personal way. Because this card, in the placement of the card, not the card, but the placement, your hearth, your home, your intimate relationships, that kind of a thing. Yes. So that's really good to know, Chris. You guys are under a lot of stress too. So, hi, Shauna. You're very welcome. I'm glad I'm here to at least give you guys this. So whatever happens, it's hitting close to home. But you got to stay one step ahead. This person, they're just underhanded and sneaky, and that's all they've got going for themselves. Don't even worry about it. Just be in front of them all the time. Keep them at your back. Throw your shadow over them. Get rid of them. This sort of thing. The next card is if there's going to be any challenges during the month of May, you have to, why do you want me to swear? Spirit does not swear. Use the man's, okay. That's what it said, use the male language. All right. Somebody needs to hear it this way. Get out of your own way, okay? And stop fucking blocking your chances at justice and finding a balance. Don't disrupt the balance yourself, being overzealous or over, I could take care of this, putting out that manly energy. Nothing's going to stop me. You might be 121 pound female. Raising your hands, your arms to, I just got a pain. That's how bad shape I am. I got a sharp pain when I lift my arm. God almighty. You know, exactly, Kelly. Yes. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh, Eve. Wow. Wow. Oh my God, that's awful, Chris. We lived in a bad place before we moved here. They were like night and day. It's like I had to go through the worst of the worst before I got the best. And it was the same thing. And I said to my husband, I'm going to swear, you fucking brought us here. You get us the fuck out of here and do it now before I scream. Or I'll take my dog and I'll leave. I'll find somewhere to go, but I'm not living here. We had a drug dealer living over us. We were right on ground level, but we had a drug dealer living over us. And there was constant traffic, day and night, day and night. There was a whole fleet of hookers went up there with their high heels in their hands one night, all trying to tiptoe. They had to go by my living room windows up like a flight of stairs. I'd sit there watching them. There goes one. There goes two. We just be getting up starting the day. Sun is up. These girls are just coming back, and they sleep on the floor up there. So, you know, it was horrible. It was just horrible. Hi, Tina. Thank you. No, I haven't been well, but I'm okay in the moment. You know, and it made me feel awful. It made me feel dirty. And they had a baby up there running around on top of it. That was upsetting. Um, it was horrible. And then I'm in the noise level. It was always there. And I'm a like a peaceful person. I've got my music cranked, but I don't bother anybody else with it. So if I want to crank my music, I do, but it's not 24/7. Oh my God. And there are times I was saying to somebody the other day, I can get in my armchair with the door open and a nice salty breeze coming in and the sun shining, and there's no music, there's no radio, there's nothing going, and I can sit in that chair without realizing it. 3 hours as a piece of cake and not realize that the whole afternoon gone by. I've done nothing but sit there and stare off into space and let my mind float where it wanted to float. Um, and I thrive off that. I need that. I'm just obsessive that way. The things that I like and I need, I get obsessive about. But this card here, watch what you're doing, watch what you say. Stay true to yourself as well. It's the only way you're going to get balance in your life is you begin with you. You make sure your inner spirit, your inner energy is balanced, and then you let the outer forces kind of come in and find their place, find their way, feed off of the balance that you've worked at creating and restoring, this kind of a thing. You know what I mean? So, look, you know what? We're in the month of May, and that's Bea Fundy's birthday as well. During May, I think I'm 5 years this year on YouTube. And the other good thing about May, the very last weekend of May was the weekend that we moved in to here. We went from hell to heaven is what we did. That's what it was like for me. And it'll be 11 full years on the last weekend of May. I'm beginning my 12 years here. And it was like day and night. You know, it really, really, really was. It was unbelievable. Yeah. Yeah, and it'll be like day and night for you, Chris. I'm sure it will. There'll be a lot of cleanup to do to physically wipe out the memories of these people and the messes they've left behind. And like you say, maybe if the town steps in, they'll burn the son of a bitch to the ground to ensure that nobody lives there anymore. But here we are with this card. Very strong card today for you guys. You can be your own, you can fall into being your own worst enemy here. That's not, if you're not careful. Don't be so anal and self-involved that something like that happens to you. Remember, you've got a world outside of you, the outer world, the people that are in it. You got to be careful. Okay. So there we go. This is the card. It's amazing. It really, really is amazing. I'm going to read you the whole scale here. Justice holds the traditional scales of mercy. You can see them in the picture. And the sword of retribution, symbolizing fair judgment. Always try to be fair. Always. Justice brings strength, healing past hurts or wrongdoings, and restores balance. In traditional depictions of justice, she's blindfolded, but the tarot justice is free to see the situation before her with clarity and with integrity. That means that that's you, that you'll be shown things with clear, open view here, nothing blocking your view. You got to take advantage of that and take that seriously as well. A decision's going to be made, all right, for some of you. Provided that you've acted fairly in the past, it's going to go in your favor. Do you hear that? A decision is going to be made, and provided you've acted fairly, it will go in your favor. This can relate to a legal claim, a decision at work, or a relationship or family matter. But when justice appears, you can expect to find out the truth of the situation, and through this, the truth, you will find healing and you will find closure. And man, that's a nice feeling. That closure, healing, acceptance, and closure. It's a reason to celebrate. It really is. This card can also reveal that you may need to make a decision. Some of you that are in that position could find yourself weighing your options to find a fair and a balanced way forward. True justice is restorative. So the card suggests you will feel vindicated and stronger within yourself. An additional meaning is that your spirit guides and angels are supporting you on your life's path. The advice: take a very grounded and very practical approach. If you need to make a decision, you go with what is realistic rather than idealistic, because it's not perfect. There is no perfect solution, but the solution doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be workable. If a decision that affects you is made by others, accept that it is the best that they can do for you at this time. Don't take it personal. Keywords: calm, decisions, integrity, truth, legal issues, support, and vindication. Vindication. That's a beautiful card. They're all nice cards. They really are. And here we go. Your last card. And never your least of cards. Just in the last position, because he waits and he holds back until we get to him. Spirit. And you've got beautiful card. The Queen of Swords, male or female. It applies. All right. But the Queen of Swords. Look how her arrow, look how her sword is pointed straight down. She's got a wonderful grasp on it. She's holding on to it and it's pointed down. She's getting business done. Don't mess with me. Is basically the word. Yes, thank you, Raka. They're right outside. My door's over here and they're hanging right out past the door. So I've got to get the rest of them back up now that winter is finally over. So this is we're reading for the air signs, and she's the Queen of Swords. There's no getting past it. She's a good card for you to have, you guys. This is the last card, so you have to make changes. You really do. You have to make desperate changes sometimes. I know. I've been there. I had 3 sons. I know. And I made desperate changes in my life to ensure they weren't going to grow up under the wrong influences. And they're all okay today. With the Queen of Swords, this queen is highly intelligent. Okay. She commands respect. Just the air of her commands respect. She holds her ground. And she puts her interests first. Smart lady, smart man, whoever it is. Very intelligent. Very intelligent. You always put yourself first. You have to. Whether you're comfortable with that or not, you have to. You're no damn good to anybody if you're like a wilting flower. And that's what happens. If you don't take care of that flower, give it what it needs, it's not going to thrive. It's not going to grow. It's not going to be any damn good to anybody. You put your own interests first. She's very charming, but she does not suffer any fools. Just because she walks in a good mood, she's in a good mood all day, she's got sucker stamped on her forehead. Don't ever think that. Don't ever think that of yourself. She can see the truth of any situation in a flash. This card often comes up in a reading to show strong people, business leaders, independent females, even single parents. If she comes up as the you card and you're resonating, it's resonating with you. It's time for you to begin to show your strength of character, to show people what you're all about, to show your truth. It's time for those of you that have been holding back. The advice, be prepared to make a strong decisions here, or even to respond to a final decision that could be made by another woman. Keywords, intelligence, independence, leadership, insight, intolerance, determination. But what does she represent overall? Pure, sweet justice. For those of you needing a balance of justice in your life, this is the month it's going to happen. This is the month. There you go, everybody. There you go. Oh, my God. That's beautiful, Jane. Yes. It's going to end for you, Chris. It is. It's going to end for you. It really is. Hope you guys were okay with the reading. Just in a little bit, you guys, the odd ones of you are saying how things, are with you. This reading, as far as I'm concerned, resonated for you guys. It really did. It really did. So there's one down and 3 to go. Too easy. I think so too. There's a lot of promise in this reading. It's a lot of promise. And for those of you that are talking about your life and what's going on, this reading actually resonated, and it resonated in the best of ways. But don't get in your own way. Remember that. Whoops. Yeah. Don't get in your own way. That card will come off. There we go. So, treat yourself best. Treat yourself fair. The card that was sticking, the opposite, facing the opposite ways, the 9 of Pentacles. That's another fantastic card. That's beautiful. To even give you that extra fault. Yeah. So. Chris, you know what? We've got a northwest today, and it's blowing at 40 kilometers. And it's downright annoying. When the wind lets up for a minute, the sun shines and it's so warm. We've surpassed our high for the day already by a couple degrees. But this is better than what they called for yesterday. They had rain, beautiful rain. It was gorgeous. And they called for more rain today, more rain tomorrow. And the whole week was rain and cloud, rain and cloud. Today the sun's been out. The sky is blue. We've got white clouds. But the wind's kind of being a bit of a bummer. But we're in May now, and I call so I said to myself just about an hour or so ago, here we go, it's May. Now we got the May winds. We had the April showers. Now we've got the May winds. May is normally a very, very super windy month. I'd hang my laundry out when the kids were small in the month of May. And they'd be, instead of like dangling off the line like that, hanging down, no, they were shooting straight out from the line, straight out. And a lot of things that get blown off the line, and that sort of a thing. So it was a positive reading, Jane. Yes. Yes. Always stay true to yourself and shine. That's correct. Nice one, Jane. Nice way to put it. Oh, that's not good. Being in a drought. No, that's not good. That's not good at all either. But we have to accept, that it is what it is, right? I don't know. This kind of a thing. So I guess I'd love to just sit and chat to you guys, but that's one set down. I got 3 more sets to go. I see. What have I got coming up next? I think it's Earth. Earth is next. Taurus. I'm trying to remember. Wonder if I've got it written in my little book. Somebody's private messaging me, and if they're in with the group, if they're a group member, I'm going to slaughter them. They should know I'm reading right now. If they pay attention to what goes on in the group, they should know I'm in the middle of these readings right now. Oh my God. If they don't, then that's okay. Bear with me. Here we go. Taurus, yes. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo are the earth signs, and I'll be reading for them next. That's what's coming up next. I had to look it up. See, I'm not an astrologer. I try to memorize these things. That's about it. Yep, exactly. He is right at my feet, curled up in a ball, sound asleep. He's quite happy, but he's very tired from the excitement he went through when my son showed up here a while ago. He turns himself inside out. He just loves his brothers so much, you know. And my son Terry smothered him with kisses and held him and talked to him in the whole bit. He stays about a half an hour after he delivers out here, and he takes a break, and then he leaves. He's got a long drive, got an hour and a half drive home. It's a long day, so, you know. But little bear, he's doing really well. I gave him a bath the day before yesterday, and I made sure he was all dried off, and I brushed him, and I don't bathe him in real hot water. I don't do that. I use a very cool, tepid, I guess they say, a little on the warmth, just off of cold. And so his skin doesn't get too affected. I gave him a good bath, a good brushing out, which is a wrestling match. He thinks, Yahoo, let's go, mama. And he is wild when I try to brush him out. But I got him done. I have to pin him down. I have to hold him with one hand, pin him down. And I let him run around. I let him play. I let him raise hell. And then I said, you got to stop one more time for me. And I got him to stop. And I administered the brand new treatment of flea, tick, and heartworm dose between the shoulder blades, in the middle of the back, and at the base of the tail. We were done for the day. The only thing I got left to do is, not that he needs it real bad, but he could use a nail trim, and I'll trim his nails as well. He's really good about that. Go figure. I don't know. Most dogs don't like touching their paws. He lets me get in between, rub in between his toes. So doing his nails is not a big deal. They're done very quickly. So I heard ticks are bad, but he's protected now. But just the same, I'll check him anyway. I'll run my hands in the opposite direction of his fur, right down to his skin. You check anyway, right? Because one could hitch a ride on him on the way in. He brings it in the house. It could bite me. It could embed itself in me. So I'm the only other person, the only other heartbeat in the house. It would go right for me to feed. So, you know, I don't need that, you know. But he's doing real well. He's healthy. He's happy. He's my baby, you know. So, but anyways, I do want to keep yakking, but I don't want to be here all day yakking. Look, we're over an hour here already. When did it start? 20 minutes in. I'll put a timestamp of 20 minutes if I can remember, so people know. Yeah. Oh my God. That's bad. Yeah, that's really bad, Chris. Oh my God. With the stuff that, okay, you could stop. I'm up for a break, coming up for air here. With all the stresses in and out of the house and everything, I don't know, man. I think I would become a drinker. I'd be doing something for an outlet. I don't know. I'm going to have to make my coffee up. It got cold. I'm going to say goodbye now. Sure, Eva, sure thing. Not a problem. Oh, I don't have her links, but Chanda Walker is getting a YouTube channel up and a couple of other things. She's a tarot reader and an astrologer and a numerologist. She does all that stuff. She's had a lot of stuff going on in her life the last few years. She's had a hard time getting things going. But anyway, that's her name, is Chanda Walker. So if you guys have a tendency to want to, I'm just throwing her name out there to kind of give her a bit of a boost. So if you guys want to check her out, you can check her out too. But I don't have her links. I'm sorry, because I asked her for them, but she must have forgot to send them. Anyways, excuse me. If you haven't joined Bay of Fundy Fortunes yet, oh, come on. Please do. Oh, it's annoying. You know, we're not Hotel California, we say. You don't get to come in and never leave. Put it that way. You can leave anytime you like. I try to put up as much as I can. My health hasn't been the best lately. I hope to get to the bottom of it soon and get some treatment so I can get back on board again. And anyways, please join Bay of Fundy Fortunes. But the thing is, pressing the notification as well as subscription bell, you're not guaranteed to get notifications through YouTube, but you will through my group on Facebook. I'm not trying to build the group. I'm just putting it out that's where you're going to get the live actual links that we are live. And I say what it is we're live for is in there. You don't like Facebook? Just screw the rest of it and just come in for the group and leave. That's all you got to do. We don't expect you to take an active part. You want to be on the sides, just taking it all in? Be on the sides. There's all kinds in there. But there's over 2,000 people in there that are just like me, and they're just like you. And I know that for a fact, because you wouldn't be here if you weren't, right? But always keep your integrity in. Keep your peace inward as well. Take care of you first. That way you're a benefit to others, and you can share your love and your light outside of your own house. Love and light. We can't get enough of that these days. We need it these days. How do you do it? How do you make a difference? One good deed a day. Be it someone you know, someone you don't know. Pay forward the love that you have. It's small gestures. Nobody says you got to get wound up with other people. None of that. Hold the door open for somebody. Do you know what I'm saying? Little things. Spread the love. You might make somebody smile. That smile could have a butterfly effect where it continues to resonate throughout. You'll never know. But you know you did the right thing. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you a beautiful May. Hey, I'll try to get back in the middle of the month and do the mid-monthlies once again for May if I'm able. You know, for luck is on my side. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for your support and your interest. Much love from the universe through me to you. Much love and warmth and security. Thank you so much, guys. Coming back in just a few minutes to do the earth signs. I'll be back in a bit. Thanks for being here. Bye for now.